Hello and welcome to my Module 1, Part 1 theory. I am Jessica Lowry and here is a little bit about myself. As an introduction, I'm from Ortana, Pennsylvania, which is a little town right outside of Gettysburg. I graduated from Shippensburg University in 2014. I currently teach at Allen Middle School, which is in the West Shore School District. I teach 6th grade math, English language arts, and social studies. Three things that I love. I love reading, I love summer, going to the beach, and just relaxing. And my favorite cartoon character is SpongeBob SquarePants. Why I'm interested in STEM education, I really like to challenge my students by engaging them in real world activities, and I really enjoy incorporating technology with creativity in learning. My operational definition of STEM. At the beginning of chapter 1 on page 1, it actually says before you read the chapter, write down your own definition of STEM education, which is what I did. And then right below my definition, as you can see, I wrote down the book's definition for STEM education, just so I can compare the similarities and differences at the end. So my definition is taking science, technology, engineering, and mathematics and incorporating it into an everyday lesson to enrich and propose real-world problems to students to enhance their critical thinking skills, teamwork, and reasoning abilities. I found that mine was very similar, and one thing that differed though was the traditional barriers by separating the 4 disciplines of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and incorporating them in every day. STEM in my classroom, I currently have 6 Sphero Spark robots. As you can see, the robots are here, and 6 iPad minis for my 6th grade classroom. One specific example is in my math class to teach adding integers. The students program the robot, and as you can see pictured, here is just an example of the programming. And they program these robots to represent a 4-digit integer addition expression on a number line. So, for example, the students would add +2 plus -3. They would program the robot to move to the right 2 times to land at 2, and then they would program the robot to roll the opposite way 3 times, and then on that number line, it would end at -1. This just gives a visual representation rather than drawing it on a number line. This also gets all my students involved, and is really great for each student because it's different and outside of the box. For that lesson, you can see from the chart on page 38 of our textbook, the STEM practices. I have circled just what I think I've hit throughout that lesson for it to be a STEM lesson. You can see the science column, the engineering, the technology, and the mathematics. As you can see for the mathematics, I've kind of circled them all. Because it was a mathematics lesson, I felt that I really utilized all of the practices. I used this lesson for an observation lesson, and in my Danielson rubric, I pretty much hit all the mathematical practices. I don't want to go too much into detail about that lesson, but if you would like to see it, I'd be happy to share it with you. An importance of STEM education. We're teaching and preparing children of the future for jobs that may not even exist yet. It is important for education to give students the necessary tools to succeed in those jobs. By using STEM education and promoting STEM literacy, students of today will be successful tomorrow. And in the second video with Neil Tyson, he really hits on jobs, and it's drivers of tomorrow's economy. And it's engines of problem solving of the world will make you a valuable employer. My goals for this course would be to gain a better understanding of STEM education, find ways to incorporate STEM education into my everyday classroom, find more ways to mix it up by providing a variety of outcomes of STEM units so the students can kind of choose how they want to be assessed, and become more familiar with the next generation science standards as mentioned in the STEM integration in K-12 education video. As I stated, I teach social studies, math, and language arts, so I really want to become more familiar with the science standards so I can incorporate it more and just use the mathematical practices more in my everyday lessons. Here are my references for this presentation, and that is the end. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.